Here's a closer look at our double crochet. This is going to be the tallest stitch that we'll learn in this class. So you're going to start with a turning chain of 12. With our single crochet, we went into the second chain from the hook. With our half double crochet, we went into the third. For our double crochet, we're going to go into the fourth. And we're going to start very similar to how we did with our half double crochet. We start with a yarn over, go into that fourth chain, yarn over, pull up a loop so that we have 3 loops on our hook. From here, we're going to yarn over but only pull through 2. And then we're going to do another yarn over and pull through 2 again. Same thing, moving over to the next stitch. Again, here's that little gap that's created. That's where we just were. We're coming over to the next one. Yarn over, go into the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through only 2, and then yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. Yarn over, going into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, going into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Now as we get to the end of the row, I want to stop and take a closer look at this stitch. Because this stitch is so tall, our turning chains are going to act a little differently. So here's my last one, and we're going to take a closer look. It is very easy to see these stitches because they're so tall. When I count these, I kind of like to count, not necessarily from the V's, you certainly can do that, but I also like to just count from the posts, which are these tall vertical, they're almost like stacks that you create. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now here are the 3 chains that we skipped in the beginning. These are also considered a turning chain. Because our double crochets are so tall, our turning chain oftentimes counts as a double crochet. So when I go to make my turning chain, with a single crochet we did 1 chain, with a half double crochet we did 2, with our double crochet we're doing 3. This might be a better view of that turning chain, of how tall that really is. So we are going to pretend that that turning chain is an actual double crochet. So when we turn it around, this turning chain that we're counting as a double crochet is going to take up the spot of that first stitch. So we're going to come into the next stitch to make our next double crochet. And again, we're yarning over, going into the stitch, going under both legs of the V, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, going underneath both legs of the V, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to come all the way down to the end of the row. This stitch is really nice to get into a nice flow or to a nice groove. Once you're comfortable with the stitch, you'll find it just feels very, very nice to make that stitch. Okay, so as I come to the end, it looks like I've got 1 V left. I'm going to make a double crochet in there. But because that turning chain on the end counts as a double crochet, we need to put one in that turning chain as well. So I'm going to yarn over, and getting into that turning chain can be a little tricky. I like to just grab, even if it's 1 strand, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through 2. That's going to create a nice straight edge. I'm going to have another video going into this a little bit further. I'm going to make my turning chain, come back. What I care most about right now is that you understand how to make the double crochet stitch. That turning chain counts as our first one, so our first stitch is already taken up. We're going to come into the second one, yarn over, go through the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, again under both legs of the V, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm just speeding up a little bit here so I can get to the end of the row. And here I'm going into what looks like my last one, but I still need to put 1 more into the turning chain from the row below.